Come on, ladies, let's join in. Let's talk about life, faith, and beauty, and so much more. So let's empower each other and be informative. Yeah. So get inspired and have real, true queen conversation. Queen, yeah, conversation.
Hey y'all, hey. So excited to be back. It's been a while, guys, since I've come through with a podcast. Lots of things have happened. I've gotten engaged. I'm always ready to graduate from grad school. Life is happening. It's happening. But I'm so excited to be here with season 2. I'm calling it season 2 of Queen Conversations. And I have an amazing group of women that I'm going to be talking to today. I'm going to introduce shortly. But as always, I need you to invite somebody to listen to this podcast, to share this broadcast. Listen, I have an amazing conversation today with amazing women, as always. So I'm super excited about this group that I'm talking to today. They come to us from the DMV area. This group of women have a mission. Their mission is to ensure that through public charity, that they're serving all women over the world, around the world, helping them to find services, advocate for common causes through seminars and projects. I want y'all to give a warm welcome to Queen Conversations, to a tribe called Queens. So glad to have Lou, Justina, Erica, and Georgette, formerly and officially known as the tribe called Queen. So ladies, welcome to Queen Conversations. I'm so glad to have each of you here with me. As every episode, I got to start with a little fun before we dive into it. So I need Erica and Georgia to come off mute because we have something to talk about. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions and you got to give it to me straight. Okay? So I want to know, because you all are longtime friends, I want to know who's most likely to skydive.
Probably me.
Don't everybody answer at once. Probably you. I love it. Who's most likely to end up on the New York bestseller list?
Me.
This is personal. Who is most likely to cook a good pot of oxtails on a random front humble for no reason?
That would be me.
And me.
And Lou. Okay, now I got somebody else to visit. Good. Who is most likely to end up on Dr. Phil?
Oh, no.
What?
End up on
Dr. Phil.
No.
Oh, no.
For what? Wait, for what?
Doing Queen things, Lou, of course. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but maybe I'll probably like half and half on that.
Depends
I'm
on
gonna tell you straight up no.
You should say Ayana, me. Ayana, me. Ayana, yes, but not Dr. Phil.
That's so funny. Who is most likely to drink more than one cup of coffee a day? No. Is this the tea crew? Oh, that's you.
I just had my second cup, so yes.
No.
That is hilarious.
For me.
Who is most likely to go on a random glamping trip?
Lou.
And you? That's hilarious. So thank you so much, ladies, for playing along. I want to give each of you an opportunity to introduce yourselves, and I want to talk about the formation of a tribe called Queens. So, Lou, let's start with you.
Hi, my name is Luana Hodges, aka Lou. I am the treasurer for a tribe called Queens. I'm also the CEO of YBC, that's Youth Building Conversation, a youth and adult platform where we come on and just talk about what that person have going on in their space, in their world. These are my girlfriends. We've been friends for, wow, I might give our age, but many years.
Don't tell it all.
I'm 51. I don't know, I'm 51.
You look amazing.
Thank you. But yeah, Tribe Called Queens, all about sisterhood, and it started with this group and a couple of others that's not here in our group, but they're outside of our group. But yeah, just amazing group of women to be around, powerful women to be around, and I'm just excited that I'm part of the Tribe Called Queens.
That's amazing. Erica,
Yes, ma'am.
introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Erica Lauren. I am the administrator of the group, the paper pusher. I am also the owner and proprietor of L. Davis Design, which is an interior design studio here in the DMV, but I service worldwide customers through my e-design program. I'm also the nonprofit founder of Heart of Louise, which I run with my daughter, Corinne. It's an autism advocacy program, and we find services for and programs for individuals with disabilities that are not necessarily autism. Is our autism spectrum disorder is our focus, but we also find services for those in any range of disabilities or indifferences. And that's me.
Justina.
Hey, I'm Justina. I am the vice president of this amazing group of go-getters. Right now, I don't do anything on the side other than momming. That's my whole job right now.
That's the whole job.
With a little bit of crafting on the side. And eventually I will get into, having a business with that. But right now, the kids are the focus, aside from my regular 9 to 5.
Awesome. Last but not least, Georgette.
Hey, everybody. My name is Georgette Littlejohn, aka The Preaker. I am the president of this amazing, awesome organization, and I just love everything about it, everything that it stands for. When I am not tribing and queening with my ladies, I am the CEO, creator, founder of GCL Enterprises, which right now houses 2 companies, Prayer Tours, all about prayer. Prayer has been at the foundation premise of everything that I do. And so I am super excited for that. And I also have Ignite Her Country Club, which is an extension as well, all about serving and mentoring women entrepreneurs who are looking to birth that vision, that dream that is inside of their belly. And so I'm super excited to be here, and just thank you for allowing us to share your wonderful, awesome platform.
No problem. I'm so glad to have you all. So, Georgette, I want to start with you on the lines of what prompted you to form a tribe called Queens? And I love the play on the name, A Tribe Called Queens. Somebody along the line must have been a hip hop head.
Oh, definitely. I think we all hip hop heads. Like, I mean, they laugh at me because I don't listen to anything past 19. Like, I'm stuck in the Biggie, Tupac, like Tribe Called Quest. Like, that's where I'm at. I mean, Tribe Called Quest, like, that's where I am. That's where I'm stuck. And so, but I have to say, I did not come up with the name. That was Erica and Justina. But it was just so fitting because, like, I love hip hop. I mean, I'm a 70. I grew up in the 80s. You know, I'm almost 52. I don't have no problem telling my age. So, yes, just, you know, I had a vision, conversation with God, and we went away for Lou's weekend for her birthday. We always travel for each other's birthdays. That's like something that we just do. And this thing had just been on my heart, like on my mind, on my heart. I had written it down. I'm a big journaler. I'm a big writer. And so it was just a vision that came. We went away and I was like, hey, ladies, like, this is what's been on my heart. This is what's been on my mind. This is what God has showed me to be able to create a community and a space for women where we are highlighting that we are queens. Like, I was just throwing around different words. And so we stayed in that whole weekend, like just going over what we thought that this would be, what it could be. And I was just sharing with them the visions and some of the things that God had shown me to do. Like the first event that we had was Get Your Life. And that was something that was really heavy on me because as women, we don't get to rest. Like some of us, some women in their own homes don't even get to rest. Like, and this event was about just bringing women together, and we had like different rooms, and we had a room where you could literally sleep. Like if you wanted to come to this event and sleep, like that's what you could do. And so just the different conversations and different things, and it just evolved into us, like we said, brainstorming that whole weekend and just hashing stuff out. And Erica and Justina, as we were just talking and sitting around the table, we were like, we're a tribe, like we're queens, and it just all came together. I don't know who said it, but I know it was the two of them. I don't know how they just pulled it together, and it was like a tribe called Queens, and we were like, oh, yes, that's it. And so it was just birthed out of that girlfriend birthday weekend, and it's just been amazing ever since.
So it sounds like it was really organic, but then also you all are friends. And I want to talk about some of the things that society pushes at us in terms of our sister friends or other women, and some of the things that society pushes at us to say or suggest that women can't be friends. Like I know you all have encountered that one woman that says, I don't get along with other women. Like I'm just cool with guys. You heard that from high school, from elementary school, all the way up to now. I want to talk about that, but I also, and anybody's free to chime in whenever, but I also want to talk about the value that comes from true sisterhood. So anybody chime in on it. Have you heard it? Have you heard it? Women can't be friends, or women are too competitive to be friends, or have you heard it? And what are your thoughts concerning it?
That used to be me.
That used to be you, Lou.
And I was in high school.
Really? And tell me why.
Yeah, my circle was always small, and I had a lot of male friends because a lot of girls back then, they were messy. So I don't deal in mess. So I hung around a lot of guys and had maybe 4 good girlfriends. And then as I got older, God just expanded.
Yes,
my friend base.
That's great.
So I used to be one of those.
You used to be one of the girls.
Yeah, I don't want too many women friends. But even now, I still have certain circles, but we're not that many. So I still have a group of circles that's not that many. I don't have a whole. I don't think as women we need a whole bunch of friends. You just need some good friends.
Quality over
some quality friends that's really are true friends. And when I call somebody my friend, it really means something.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be good to you. I expect you to be good to me. And down the years, some friends I had to let go.
Yeah.
I still love them. If they call me, I'm there. But just some people I had to let out my circle because I'm trying to get to a certain place in my life.
Right.
Can't go.
Yes. But when you evolve, Lou, I feel it. When you evolve, sometimes people just, they drop off.
Absolutely.
So go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm sorry. We've each heard in the group since we've started a Tribe Called Queens, and they'll come and ask us how we're so close, or how we get along so well. And it started off as a friendship first before anything else, and we still return to that. So we always keep that as the forefront. And we all just get along. We are just grown women. We are on our grown women stuff. So it's like none of that will come into play. And if it does, we know how to counterattack that. But nothing is too serious that we haven't been able to discuss or work through. So it is truly a sisterhood. And I think, I don't know I'm not the only one with, I'm the only one with, I think, multiple. No, I'm not the only one with multiple sisters. We all have multiple sisters, but no, not Lou and Justina, sorry. But I think we're just collectively coming together and just showing what we know. So
That's good, Erica. So I heard friendship as the foundation, right? And I heard the maturity level to have the tough conversations amongst friends and sisters. And I have learned through my experience, and this is not about me, it's about y'all, but I have learned through experience that not everybody can endure those really solid, hard conversations, right? Like where I am challenging you to be a mature sister and friend in the moment, right? And that does not always entail me being your yes person. Sometimes that's me telling you, girlfriend, that's not hot. Like, that's a mess. Don't be a mess. Do something different, right? So I love that because I think we all really need that at the end of the day. So I want to talk about the heart that you all have for charity. Each of you have almost a specific focus on what it is that you have relative more than likely to something that directly impacts you. Erica, if you would speak to a heart for Louise, I know Erica personally and absolutely love her children and the ways that she empowers her children with their individual personalities and challenges and opportunities. But I do want to talk about your charity to start with.
Well, the Heart of Louise, stated earlier, is a autism advocacy organization. And it wasn't something that I ran into or I even wanted to. I'm going to say this honestly. It wasn't something that I was looking to do on my own. It was something that I know I wanted to be of service to someone else. Although I had resources and I had organizations that I could find fairly quickly, I know how difficult it was still. I remember emailing my girlfriends, like near tears, crying, about a situation that had occurred when Corinne was younger, my daughter, in school. And, that support was there. It was always there for my girlfriends, but not everybody has that. They don't always have the family backing, so for a Heart of Louise, I would love to let that organization shine so that way someone else can come and find us and then we all group together and become a unit, because it's not just for me and my daughter to keep that information in-house. We also learn because we don't know everything, and we're learning every day, and the outside teaches us as well. So I'm really praying, and that is my goal for this organization, is that we, one, shine a light. I then also make a way for my daughter to be employed in some manner versus her going out into a world that is not so welcoming, but also shine a light for the world to see that these individuals are here. There is nothing to be ashamed about. This is something that we can learn from them as well as them teaching or them learning from us. So that's what I hope to do with that organization. And I just really, really want to magnify that in every way I can.
So it sounds like you didn't choose the cause chose you.
That's right.
I love it. I love it when it works that way. Lou, I want to talk about you. The more now than ever, as people are dealing with mental health challenges and so much coming at our youth. Like, I can't even imagine the pressures that they endure and have to deal with as they're dealing with a whole cyber world of madness and mayhem and imagery about their body image and so many things. So, Lou, I want to talk about this platform and a cause that you are facilitating for young people.
Yes. YBC, it was birthed out of obedience. But I've been dealing with the youth, especially the young girls, over 15 years now. So I just have a burning heart for the youth. I love talking to them. I love being with them. They keep me youthful. So when COVID-19 hit, it was out of obedience. I was stuck between, okay, what I'm going to do, God, with two different type of businesses, because by trade, I'm the assistant controller. I work in finance. So I do finances for a living. And I had that. And then I was like, but I want to get back into the ministry. And like most people, when I exercise and just be one with my own thoughts, God talks to me and he was like, oh, I need you to go live. And I was like, go live where? And he was like, on the computer, and I'm like, that's not what I do. Cause like Erica and Georgette, they in front of the camera. I'm not. I like to be in the background. I'll hold the camera. I'll do all that for you. But I don't want to be up here talking. I don't want to talk about nothing. That just wasn't me. But I did it. I have children of my own. I started with them. I interviewed them. And then it went on from there. And what I was finding is most of the youth I was interviewing, they all had businesses. I mean, they made me look like, wait a minute, why? I'm at the time 49, and you don't have nothing. And these little kids, I mean, they making stuff. They got their own businesses making money. And I was like, wow. So it turned in from that. And then I started interviewing other company, nonprofits that deal with the youth. So it just became a connection. So, and I just think God has more for my platform going forward. I just need to stay focused and keep it moving. But yes, my passion is youth. Anybody that like to come on, I'll make sure you have my information for my platform and how to reach me. But yeah, I love the youth. I love them. They'll tell you the truth. I love talking to them because they'll be honest. They'll tell you things that you don't want to hear. They end up telling you anyway. And I can rock with that because they're themselves. They authentic. I was young myself. So it's just, yeah, I love them. I love them.
Amazing. Justina, I want to talk about your creativity and how that weaves into you being mom and creator of this amazing logo that I believe that Georgette has on her shirt. Amazing. And that I see on your social media. So I do want to talk about your creativity because I think that in of itself is a cause, you sharing that creativity with the world and the way that you make things happen for this group. So I want to talk about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been creating for a long time. I mean, probably since like the second grade, I've been drawing and sewing, and then it just kind of morphed. It is, I don't know, a branch with many trees. And I'm one of those people, like, I like to see things, and when I see it, I'm like, oh, I think I can do it. And then I go and I do it. I just have not really got, like I said, it's just not quite the time for me to do it to the extent in which my lovely ladies here are doing it, but I still have it in the background. I try so many things, my God. And so whenever I can use it to help somebody, I do. If you need something, you ask me for it, I'm there like, well, what you charge? I'm like, no, I do it because I love it. It's a gift that God gave me. And so that's my way of giving back. And I just thoroughly enjoy it.
And I love the inspiration behind Justina. I heard between the lines, the I'm not afraid to try it. I'll try anything, and I'm gonna go for it. And I know that's an inspiration to people in and of itself. Georgette, I want to talk about the power of prayer, honey, because I had a praying mama that woke me up at 5:00 every morning praying in tongues. You hear me? So I understand, know, and live the power of prayer. So I do want to talk about that because I think that's important for us. As we talk about these challenges that we face and women face, because we face a lot, children that may have abilities in different areas, and teen children that have challenges that they're dealing with, and all of these things, and how it comes together in the culmination to make us powerful, impactful women. We have to have that line of communication. So I want to talk about your prayer tours and the ways in which you're sharing that as a means to stay strong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said in the intro, I mean, prayer has been at the premise of everything. I mean, everything that I have done in my life. And it's just, God, during the pandemic, well, right before the pandemic, I had an event at my house with all of the ladies who had helped me that year before, just supporting me. And I actually had just left my job in December of 2019, thinking that I was going to be doing something else. And God took my voice, and I was laying in the bed, which is very unusual for me because I'm always on the go. And Prayer Tours was birthed out of that. And I'm like, what in the world is this, God? Like, even though prayer has been there and something that I always have relied on, something that I always did, I had no idea what that meant, Prayer Tours. And just listening to God and being obedient, like LaWanda said, but once again, writing down in my journal, and it just started manifesting into something bigger, something that literally that God was like, okay, we're going to have to take this, and people need this. And it's like, if we can get her, then we will get him. And so Prayer Tours just started birthing. I just started I was supposed to do a 3-city tour, but the pandemic hit and we didn't do that. And so, of course, what we have to do, pivot. So I started doing Prayer Tours virtually, online on Friday nights, just bringing people together and praying for the world, praying for, like you said, situations, things that we're dealing with, because there is power in prayer. I mean, we know, as it says, it changes things. When you were talking, I just heard that song, I had a praying grandmother. I mean, like,
mama and grandmama.
Yeah. It's so, once again, just an extension of, a Tribe Called Queens as well, just bringing women together and empowering them through prayer and reminding them that, that communication is so important with God, and like just to let prayer lead us in everything that we do. And what I like to focus on too, it doesn't matter where you are in your walk. That's something that I stress all the time, because some people they're like, I don't know how to pray, or I don't know what to do. I don't know how to pray. And we have to understand that the God that we serve, listen, he accepts you right where you are. And so prayer is just a line of communication. And I like to, how I give it is a little different. It's a little funky, with some music behind it and all of those things, but just to make people feel comfortable and to know that their voice matters, that their prayer mattered, that it is being heard. And so just started doing events and just having women coming together. My motto on that is 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray without ceasing, and also built on Ephesians 6:10 through 18. I mean, I say that all the time, just to be in the full armor. Like, we have to be armed up each and every day, knowing that we are armed and dangerous, like through our words and through what we speak and through what we pray. And so I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I pray every day on Facebook at 11 a.m. So you can jump on in Monday through Saturday. I'm there praying. And on Sunday, I do an early sunrise prayer. And so, yeah. So I'm just super excited that God gave me this platform. I have no idea what else he has in store, but I'm ready. Look, I'm armed, I'm dangerous, and I'm ready.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I feel like as women also, we do have to have these tools and these weapons for us in our toolkit. Prayer is primary for me, one of the primary for me. But do you all, what does self-care look like for you ladies? Each of you, what does self-care look like?
We are some travelers.
Yes, my passport every time. You hear me? I love it.
We are listen, we should be on first name basis with every last flight attendant. That is one thing that we have for all, each one of us. When we have the opportunity to get away, and we get away with each other.
That's great.
So, and our families join when they can, but self-care is us.
We do children at home, okay?
Yes.
So,
And
yeah.
also, just to add to that as well, I think as you grow and as you mature, as Erica said with that traveling, like, you got to know who you are as well, and so I think that is so important, and we continue to evolve as women, as people. And so, that self-care is going to look different. Like, my self-care now looks different from what it looked like,
Yes.
5 years ago, even last year, like, just from the beginning of this year to right now, like, I have evolved so much as a person. And in that travel, we travel together, but we're also not afraid to travel by ourselves. And I think that is so important, because for you to know who you are, and really because a lot of people, they don't even know what they like anymore.
Mm-hmm.
As women, we become wives and mothers and all of this, and we put people before ourselves. And so it's like, what do I even like to do for self-care? And so I stress, go away by yourself sometime and just sit by yourself and really figure out what your self-care looks like for you.
Right. That's great. That's great. Great feedback. Lou, other than traveling the world with your girls?
I would say workout. I like working out.
That's
working
good.
out for me. Just walking. If I walk by myself, just put me in the mood. Or I have a lounge chair in my room.
Sit in that chair.
Did I say the devil? Because just sitting in my room and just zoning out.
That's good.
Just by myself. But I love to travel.
That's good.
I haven't gotten to the point yet, right, where I'm taking flights by myself.
Okay.
I'm a little scary.
I've done the solo travel. I highly recommend.
I'm the scary one in the group.
You're the scary one?
Yeah, I'm the scary one.
Okay.
So I don't know. I didn't get that daring yet. I'm going to Jamaica by myself and just chill. I don't know.
Not quite there yet.
Yeah. I need somebody. Somebody talk something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm the scary one of the group.
That's hilarious.
I love going out to dinner. Going to get my feet done, my nails done. Just little things. Sometimes I even like sitting in my car.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that car.
And just listening to my music before I come in.
Yep.
Just to zone out a little bit. Sometimes I fall asleep a little bit. Then I wake up. My kids. You come in the house? Yeah, I'm coming. But any little chance. I think I do self-care too much. But I'm just saying.
Self-care is not selfish. We're not gonna go with it. Justina, what's your self-care?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Definitely traveling, going out to eat, and just having some alone time, and not just knowing who you are, but being comfortable with who you are. Because sometimes you're just not comfortable with who you are. So once you know who you are and you're okay with it, and you're not playing that whole comparison game, it just is what it is. And so that self-care, like everybody says, it's different for everybody. But we also go to the spa. You got to get a good massage. Just let somebody rub you down, make you feel good, loosen up all them tight muscles and everything. And same, going to get your nails done, your feet done. Just whatever makes you feel beautiful inside, whatever gives you peace of mind, even if it's just 10-15 minutes of just meditation in peace and quiet, just reflecting on whatever is past, present, or future. You just do what makes you feel good and just kind of brings you to an even spot so that you're ready to go forward with, hit the ground running with whatever the day is going to bring for you.
I like that. I like the diversity of it, right? Because sometimes people feel like self-care is I have to spend a ton of money to do it, right?
You don't. I mean, even if you go to the mall, like, you have the Chinese people have the little massage things, 30 minutes for 20 minutes for $30. I know Georgia's like, no, but I'm just saying, if that's what your budget has, then that's what you do. But, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money, but you still should take time to do a little something for yourself.
That's good. Georgette, are you the bougie one?
No, I just said no because, a little bit. I said no because there's a funny story behind that, and I don't know how much time we got.
We got time for a funny story, okay?
Justina set me up. So we in the mall one day, right? Shopping. I don't even know what we probably was doing an event or something. And she's like, "Oh, come on, let's go over here and get this massage." And I love when I say I love massages, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's going, man, listen. The man was standing on the sister back, okay? When I got up off that table, I was hurting, okay? He cracked and moved and maneuvered stuff, baby. I got off that thing. I said, Justina, don't you not never, ever, not never again. When I see them people, girl, I run. She be like, come on. I be like, no.
Not the middle of the middle of the ball assault. That's what happened to you. You got assaulted.
I did. I got assaulted in the mall. This little man was standing.
And you paid for it. And you paid for it.
You had a kiosk killer.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I love it. I just I'm honored to talk to you all because I feel like we have I always say this, that there's a lesson to be learned from every person we encounter, right? Whether they teach us what not to do, what to do, how to live, how not to live. I think there's a lesson to be learned from every person. I do want to. I want to talk about some of the specific events that you've done together. What are the events, charity events, and types of things that you've done together as a unit?
So, well, our most famous event, and we did this, I think it was like 3 or 4 times, Queen. So our famous event is the Resex session. Once again, something that just came to my mind. I shared it with the ladies. The Resex session, rebooting your mind on love, sex, and intimacy. I'm everything love. I love everything love. I love everything sex. I mean, come on.
Hey.
And so just the topics, I like to find things that people don't want to talk about, and I think that we need to put a voice behind so many issues that we try to hide under the rug. And, we are all spiritual here, but at the same time, we have to talk about these things, and I think that was one of our most amazing, we did it a couple times and it was just the women, because I mean, that's what we focus on, women. But we started getting feedback. Like the men were like, okay, well, what about us? Like, I mean, we're part of this too. And so we listened and we were like, you know what, that's awesome. And so we did it again, and we had a mixed panel with the men and the women, and it went amazing. Like, it was so good. I mean, and for us to have that platform, and people literally like felt comfortable and they were opening up, and we had a sex therapist she's the bomb, Dr. O, and she's young too as well. So it was good because we had a mixed age group. We had a young sex therapist who was a millennial. And so it was just an awesome time, awesome event. So that's one. Huh?
We had the pastors.
And we had the pastors, yes. I'm telling you, we had all walks on this platform. And so that was amazing. Like I said, and our first event was Get Your Life. That was also an amazing event. Lou can speak to, we did an event on suicide. That was Luana's mission. And so she can talk to you about that. That one was really an amazing event as well. And so, but go ahead, Lou, if you want to talk about the suicide, because I think that was like, it's something worth mentioning as well.
Yes. So my girlfriend in New Jersey, I'm from New Jersey. Her
hear it in the accent.
Her niece took her life, and she was only 10 years old. So God put in my heart to talk about it. And I was kind of nervous, so I put it off for a couple of years because I was like, no. And then A Tribe Called Queens, we was talking. They was like, no, Lou, you should do it. You should do it. Let's do it. And we ended up doing it. And when I said it was powerful, things that came out of it, we had a great young minister, Pastor Corey. He was just open, transparent with everything he went through, and his testimony, and the kids just opened up and they loved it. And it was just very educational. We did get some pushback on a lot of parents, because a lot of parents did not want their kids talking about it. They didn't want them in a space where they had to talk about it, which was okay. But then we had other parents that was like, oh no, cool. Yeah, my kids can come. So it was just amazing. It was a great day. It was an emotional day, but it was very needed. It was very needed because with everybody knows someone that has a family member or a friend, family member, that a kid took their life.
Wow.
And not to know why and what's going on with the bullying, it was just heartfelt. So it was out my heart to do
That's
it. And we
that's good work. That's good work. That's necessary work. And one of the things that you mentioned specifically, both you, Georgette, and you, Justina, was getting to know yourself and being comfortable with yourself. And it sounds like all of the events that you guys are a part of and promoting and curating are events geared toward people really getting to a place where they know themselves, whether it's the resex or it's the, dealing with suicide and some of the issues that come along with that. I love that you all are living out the mission that you have, that it's a part of your everyday life, and helping other people to do that and cope with life as they live it. So that's good work. I love all of it. So what's
let,
coming up?
let me, because I don't want people to look at us and be like, they got it. Well, I can speak for me. She got it all together. Let me tell you, this burden comes with sacrifice and suffering. Because it was many times I wanted to quit. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go live. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just don't want to do it. I can't. I don't know how to work this social media. Because for a minute I believe social media was the devil for me. I mean, it had me crying. And no, God, you said you was gonna be obedient, so you got to do it. So whatever you do, you gotta. It's sacrifice.
Yeah, that's good.
Everybody on here, Justina, her taking care of her kids and not being able to pour into her dreams, is sacrifice. So every one of us on here, we all sacrifice, and we're still sacrificing. And we still have those moments where we like, I don't know, like, but when we talk to other people and they appreciate what we're doing, that's when we like, man, what we're doing is real. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Even though it's a sacrifice, but we're helping a lot of people, even if it's through our words, even if it's through them just seeing us supporting each other. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that, Lou. We got to be real with people. Like, hey, it's not all peaches and cream. Like, just because you see the put together me on my live doesn't mean I got it together, right? So, what do you guys do when you run into that wall, that push? How do you get over that little hump? Because we all hit that hump every now and again. What's the push? What's the motivation?
I think for me, as we said, traveling and just, I mean, oh my goodness, just since I left, the world of working 9 to 5, I mean, I've shedded so many tears, and I mean, it's been a journey. This entrepreneur stuff is not easy. It's a journey, and it's not easy in these entrepreneur streets, and I think that is just that when I hit that wall, I'm telling, and I've hit that wall a lot over these past, I just realized like it's coming up. Like I've been gone almost 3 years from my job, and I'm just like, oh my God, but it's because of him. I mean, and when I want to quit, he won't let me quit. He won't let me quit, because it's just been like, come on, God, you want me to, come on, God, what? Like, I mean, I talk to God, like I'm sitting here talking on this interview right here. And so, and when I think about, I just had an event last weekend, and when I'm in the room with the women who are just pouring their hearts out in the room, like I just got to chill even when I said it. When I'm in the room and when I hear what they say on, I appreciate you. Like, I mean, you don't even know what this means to me. When I get a text message or a phone call out the blue, those are the things that keep me going. Because trust me, it's plenty of times that I'm like, I'm done. Like, I mean, everybody on this call, they know I done cold crying. I mean, the color purple face, everything. Like, I'm done. But I know that I'm not done, because God will not allow me to be done. And he's just so grateful. I mean, he's just so faithful, and yeah, that's where I am. And so I just got to continue to press forward, even when I don't want to. And I mean, I don't want to a lot, but I just can't, because it's not about me. And that's what I had to realize. Like, it's not about you. Like, even though I want it to be about me, it's not about me. And he reminds me and he corrects me. So he's so gentle, you know, when he corrects me. I always say he slapped me in the mouth, but he's so gentle when he does it. And so that's what keeps me going. And my prayer life. Like, I mean, and my sisters that are here on this, because they won't let me stop. Like, when I'm like, I'm done, they're like, no, you can't stop. And so their sisterhood is another thing that keeps me going. And so, yeah.
That's good stuff. Erica?
Yes, I was going to say the same thing. We each here, at least one of us has made a phone call to the other person like, look, I'm quick to fight. I have gotten my life, but I'm quick to fight.
She from Cleveland, y'all.
And I just know that I already had like, look, I know there are some people like Georgette. I'll call her when she need to pray, but I'm already with David with the rocks in my pouch. I'm like, look here, some come to pray, some come to slay demons. So giants, and that's just
Peter. We got that knife out. We ready to cut.
So that's what Georgette.
So she's the Peter. You know, I have a shirt. I have another shirt too, right? With all my friends and who they are in the Bible. And Erica is the Peter. Like, Erica is the Peter on the shirt. Like,
roll. Listen.
I am now, I have to do a disclaimer too. I am trying, like when Peter changed. So I am on that part. But she's still there.
Petra is in these streets.
Yes.
I just think the sisterhood, I think. And for me, because I also left my job, but I'm not one. I'm not one to say I'm not going to do something. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to. I work and do things like there is my only option is what God is going to tell me to do, and that is it. I say every morning before my feet hit the floor, like, in your will, Lord, in your will, and that's where I want to be. I want to be the faith, action, and effort. That is where I'm at. So for all of us here, you know, we're someone here is encouraging the other person, no matter what, calling for advice. You know, we don't judge, but you're like, you know, you sound crazy right now. But girl, I was like, Lou, now, tell me what you think. She was like, yeah, I don't know. So we could just call each other. So I think that is what, and I think for us, that's what keeps us grounded too.
That's amazing. I love it. I love the sisterhood. I love what you all have, what you've built and what you're continuing to build on. Amazing foundation in friendship and being able to call on each other and pray with each other and push each other to your next. And I love it. So any parting words from the tribe called Queens? Because we about to wrap this thing up. I've enjoyed talking to y'all. Any parting words for the ladies out there, for the gentlemen, for the people of the world?
I just say, stay true to yourself.
That's good.
Find your tribe, and just stay true to who you are. Put God first in everything you do. Be the best person you can be. Show up for yourself.
That's good.
Sometimes I don't always show up for myself, but then I got them over there. Somebody, look, what you waiting for? Everybody, you know, they always sending me something, sending me some shoe, you know, because I want to be, you know, I am going to be a shoe designer.
I love it. Speaking of
that yet, but there's
I have a problem.
Lou, come on, Lou. See this shoe? Come on, Lou. So it's just be who you are. Yes. They know I am who I am. Mm-hmm. I'm like the turtle that's moving.
Lord, moving. Don't stop. Just keep
moving. What I mean? I'm like the turtle that's moving. I'm coming. I'm coming. You know, I'm coming. You know, but yeah, just be true to who you are and just get some good friends that's not afraid to tell you messing up. Don't do that, because you know if you do that, right? You know, I don't always listen to them though. But then you know what? Then God always comes somewhere. Always send something. And I'll be like, okay, you know. So it's good. We balance each other out. That's Justina's quiet, but she powerful.
That's good.
And she speaks that word in your life. I'm telling you, she powerful. She quiet, but she powerful. You know, so when I get a text from her, I'll be like, oh, snap, what did I do? What did God tell you?
Any more party words from the queens?
Of course, I can't leave without saying, we are our sister's keeper. And I think, Lawana just touched on that, and that's our motto. And and we just stand by that, and we have to lift each other up. And I just really quickly, too, just want to go back to what you touched on about the myth that we can't get along, because I just had a long conversation with a very good friend of mine who was dealing with something, and I reminded her of our motto, like she's still another queen. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes we got to come, and it's not easy now. It's not easy, but we have to step out of our egos and all of the things, because what someone is saying about you, if you know it's not true, it's not true. And so we have to look past that. She's still your sister, and Lou reminded us of that not too long ago. And so it kind of really just changed my perspective. And this is another woman. This is a queen. This is our mission. We are our sister's keeper. And so it's not easy, but we have to continue to encourage and uplift each other and get that sister past whatever it is that she's dealing with. Not saying that, and sometimes you can't do that, but as long as you know that you've done all that you can do to be your sister's keeper, then you can sleep at night. I can sleep at night. We can sleep at night. And so I just want to leave people with that, and find your tribe. I say that all the time too. Your tribe might not be a Tribe Called Queens, but find your tribe, rock with that tribe. Make sure that they are your sister's keeper as well, and that they are everything that we said, correcting you, encouraging you, uplifting you, all of those things, with love being at the center of all of it.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank y'all so much. Justina, you got any parting words for us?
No, I think they pretty much said it all. Like she said, find your tribe, find people that are like-minded. You know what I'm saying? And people that are going to strengthen you and help to grow you and not keep you stagnant. Because a lot of times people don't realize that sometimes friends are for a season. So you have to learn what season you're in, so that you know what friends to, keep with you and what friends to kind of push to the side. And then know that you don't have to necessarily talk to them every single day, be with them every single moment. It should just organically come back together whenever you all come together, whether you're apart for a day, a week, a month, a year. But when you get back together, it's all good, like you've never been gone apart. So yeah, just find your tribe, because it's so very important to have that support. And it's also good to know that you're not alone in what you're going through, because a lot of times you go through things and you're thinking, dang, I'm the only one going through this. And then you talk to somebody else and they're like, no, I've been through the same thing, and let me show you how I got through it. Because as Georgia said earlier, what you go through is not for yourself. You want it to be about you, but it really isn't. It's for that next person and the next person and the next person. So you just got to go out and, everybody reach one, teach one, that old saying, that type of deal.
Love it. Love it. Thank y'all, ladies. Will y'all hang out in the lobby before y'all leave me? Don't leave me. I'm going to take y'all off. But I'm so glad to have met these beautiful souls that came on the podcast today. And I want you all to go check them out. I want you to follow them. I want you to be a part of their life's mission to impact women all over the world. So, man, I wish I could keep talking to them, because I'm just having a good time. I'm having a wonderful time talking to them. But we want you to, again, share this amazing conversation, share it with your girlfriends, and be a part of the discussion about what we can do to impact each other's life and make it better. I always say, every time on this podcast, if you are living for yourself, you are not living at all. Until next time, y'all.
Come on, ladies, let's join in. Talk about life, faith,